Good evening, everybody. Welcome to last class of the mod. So we're on week 4, second class. So how's everybody doing? All right, so tonight, programs required for this class and the announcements. Adobe software, Adobe CC 2018 for this class. If you do not have it, check the message in the announcements section. Please, as a reminder, do not use Wikipedia for your reference in discussions. It won't be counted as a reference. All right, so now let's go ahead and move forward. What we're going to do is play a little with this tonight. All right, so we have our muse. Let's say File New. We're going to create a new one. Okay, fluid width, 960. Well, let's go to 1200. And then columns, let's do it 9. Let's do 12. It's basically 100 per width. And minimum height, let's go to 750 or 760. All right, there we go. All right, so tonight, let's go ahead and play with this a little. All right, some of the things we can do. And what I want to do, we're going to go back and we're going to do this again. So Muse third-party plugins free. Okay, we can even put WordPress into there. And I'm one that doesn't really care for WordPress, but some people do. Let's see, widgets. There's a widget directory for Muse, which we've seen before. There's a blog. Remove alerts, tools, Instagram filter styles. Sites loading optimizer to make your site load faster. Number count widget for Muse. Translator minimum. Due date. Odometer. It's a number counter that looks like an odometer. Interactive spider web with particle JavaScript. Let's take a look, see what that means, basically. Since You'll Live It lets you really cool interactive practices in your Adobe Muse, particles in your Adobe Muse website, which was powered by Particle.js, a powerful JavaScript plugin. It's highly trendy and modern tool that makes the Muse website interesting. So let's grab it. And we want we're going to do a live demo first so we can see it. Look what happens when I move points. So it's interactive. So we can make it kind of like a star. And every one that we click makes more. So now we just sit here, drag them. Lots more. That. We get as many as we like. Customize the look. That one could be a fun one. Let's see what else there is before I download that. Bloggers. Back to the top button. Page auto redirect. Now, let's do a back to the top button. Okay, this one's really interesting, and you'll see why we're doing this one. Let's do the back to the top. And we're going to go ahead and just get it. Oh, I have to create the download, the account. I think I might have one. Okay. And now we lost that one. So let's, what was that? Back to the top button. So we're going to put that right here. Oops. And there we go. It's right there. And we're going to download it. Open it up. Now, before it can actually take effect sometimes on some things, all right, you'll have to re-download it. But here you don't. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to create a website that's one page. All right. So can we use the master? Yeah. Do I want to? For now, yes. Okay. And the reason is get used to using the master. That way you can always use it in the other things. All right. Now let's see if we could set some of these points. Add a breakpoint. Let's see. 320, and let's do 720. And look, it finally allowed me to do it this time. Wow. But it's not letting me get into it for some reason. All right, minimum width 320. Good evening, Jesse. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Just catch up here. I'm just going over some playing here on doing a one-page website.
Okay.
So there's going to be some scrolling, but I went out and grabbed a back to the top button to add into it. So I also went over the free third-party add-ons again.
Okay.
So where do you stand on your project?
I've got the homepage for the redesign complete.
Okay.
If that has done well, I haven't checked the grade on it yet, then I'll just continue with that theme for the rest of it.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, can you see my screen? Huh?
I'm just doing it like the assignment says, 4 separate pages.
Oh, perfect. All right. Now, you can see my page, right? See what I've got up?
It's got a lot of columns, though.
Huh?
I said it's blank, but it's got a lot of columns.
I put 12 columns in.
Okay.
Just to work on alignment.
Okay.
Now, you want to know something really cool? Watch what's working tonight. Add the breakpoint. 720. Look. Remember we were fighting this the other night.
Huh.
But
I wasn't here last night, so I probably missed that.
no, it started working tonight. I couldn't do it. Yeah. So add another breakpoint of 20. And there we go. Now I have the 320, 720, and 1200. Because I was having a mind dump what the middle one was. But we have it working now. And you saw how we were fighting that the other night. Okay. So somehow they got that working. Now, so what we want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and create a website for Loki Designs. All right. First things first, let's go to my library and we're going to go to Loki Designs. All right. So I need to set the background first thing. And you know what? I'm going to do it with this 000A39. So we're going to draw this. And I only want it to go, let's start with 700. All right. All right. And we've got it selected, so we're going to choose the background. All right. So now we have the background. Now we're going to put the logo up there.
Okay.
Notice my logo's not there. It doesn't. Have you been finding an issue when you close out, then you come back in, tells you links are missing or not working?
Sometimes, yeah, but it's never a trouble to just relink everything.
Well, the interesting thing is the links are still working.
That's weird.
It is. And I'll bring one up just to show that. This was discovered last night. So we're going to open up Loki's Photography. Oh, it opened right up tonight. Great. All right, let's do that one. There we go. All right, you see, document contains a link to an asset that has been modified. You can update or modified asset. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we go over here. There's no warning.
On mine, it was showing a warning.
You know what? This was showing a warning yesterday that this one was not good. That was bad. So I'm going to add that here. So I now have that over there. There. Now I have my logo there. So, you know, it's just a weird thing, as you can see here, whether or not that's going to give you an issue. But you'll notice the graphic's still there, right?
Yeah.
So you just relinked it for nothing. Did you realize that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I always assume that the program is just a little bit smarter than I am. So
Theoretically, it's supposed to be smarter than us, but it's just a program.
yeah, that's true.
When programs become smarter than us, we have a problem. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to take and place my logo here. All right, so let's put it right here. Notice the width. And we're going to actually put it right there. So it's at the beginning and it's within the boxes. So next. All right, now we're going to put some links in. How do you scroll down the page though and put the links in?
You gotta have it. You gotta have some content down there to move the footer. Because as long as there's no content, that footer is going to be at the minimum height.
Okay, so I'm going to put this
Just
to 900.
down.
All right, but we're going to put, yeah, go that way. I'm going to take this actually up to 900. Oh, now it's working. What's that? Okay, and as you can see, we're at the bottom. All right, so now what I want to do is we're going to divide this, put another color down here, okay? Because that's going to be the second page. So I'm going to end that at 850. All right, now we're going to put in another box. Let's go ahead and start it at 750. And we'll make it light blue. Actually, there we go. So there is a division. Okay, now we're going to move that to the bottom. It's going to start at 900. That's going to go to 900. Now this is going to go to 1800. That'll be the second part of the page. And actually, it's not going to go that far because we're only going to have some images in here, okay? And let's take it all the way over. There we go. So let's take a look now. Let me scroll down, we hit it. Notice it's off. Well, to fix that, all we do is do Command 0. Oh, look, it is way off. All right. Down to 900. Okay, and then the smaller one, same thing. And like that. Same way. There we go. All right, now we'll go back and take a peek. All right, that lines up, and as we shrink, it shrinks with it. All right, so now I'm getting it started. Next thing I want to do is we're going to place graphics down here and up here. But I'm going to go ahead and file. We're going to place a big graphic just for the purpose of this right now. Let's go ahead and use here. I'm going to put my Fire Panda logo. Okay, now notice how that just blends in. How can we fix this so that it doesn't quite blend in? What we're going to do, huh?
Put a band on it?
Put a border on it.
Or a border. That'll work too.
Yeah. And see? Now what I want to do though is I'm going to use Loki's Fire Performance colors, and I want that. F7 9520. So F79520. All right, now that stays with the graphics for that item, right? All right, and we're going to line it up. And then we're going to place some more. Now watch what happens when I place a PSD on here. And remember, you hold the shift, it goes crazy versus not. Now look at this. Doesn't that look kind of cool on that background?
Actually, it does.
So we're going to change my thought here and make it a background. All right, now let's go ahead, choose some effects. Nothing happens when you do this, right? Because it's all on a black background.
Right.
Now, but that is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
And I am actually working on redoing my logo again.
Nice.
Again.
You're never really done, are you?
No, and as a graphic artist, you'll never be happy with your logo. All right, so I'm going to leave that for now, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to come over here. And now we're going to place some more. Grab that. Now notice I have my layers because it's a PSD. Now I can import a layer by layer and choose which layer I want, or the whole thing. Now here, I can layer them. If we do the import layer, clip to layer them, and then I'll just put them in there individually and it'll be separate images. We're gonna stay here, okay, click, put it right here. That's way big. So, easy way to shrink this down. Let's bring it up here. And we're going to, there we go. We're going to put it 0, 0, 0. We're going to lock this so it stays proportionate. And let's take that down to 300. And that's perfect for now. We're going to put that right there. So at that rate, what I want to do is I want to shrink this up to there. File, place. Now I could do a PNG, a GIF. Let's bring in Macy. Okay, and that one was 300 by 214, so we'll lock it. 300. That's 200, so it's not going to quite be the same size. So what I do to make this look good is we make it a little wider. But the height is still the same. Okay. You know what? There we go. We're going to actually make that a little less so it fits within the lines, the grid. So that's 295. The height is 211. So we're going to do the height here at 211 also. And that way they're the same height. And there we go. Next, we want to do another one. So file, we're going to place. Okay, so we've already did those. Let's go to a tattoo I'm designing. All right, now you're going to see something interesting here. So we put the tattoo on here, and it is a white background. Okay, so I put this here. Okay, so the height is 211. Okay, so I want that at 211. And because I have it locked, it shrinks it proportionately. And see, this distance here, that's 38. See how I'm using that? 27. There we go. It's 58. See how that puts that distance between the two of them exactly the same? All right, now this one needs a border as well. So let's grab. Now I need Loki Designs. And let's grab the light blue. And that is 84D2FF. 84D2FF. And I don't want to fill it because, well, it's already filled. And there we have it. All right, next, let's add another one. File, place. These are all projects I created for the school kids.
Cool.
That one was teaching them about math.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Let's use that one, the face. The height was 211. Notice I have an X and a Y, but I don't have a height now. Look how that ended up pretty much even. So we'll just go down there just like that. There's my 58. All right, now notice they're not quite even. So what I can do, let's go to 20. Now I can add another one. So file, place. And here's another logo I created for someone. Well, that's where that one went. There we go. I'm going to place it in here. And notice I have the XY again. So it matters what type of file this is if you're going to get the XY and the width and height. All right, so we'll move that down here and notice it doesn't quite fit. So what we're going to do is, let's take that one out. No, let's see. Which would be a good one to remove? That one doesn't quite fit everything.
Not quite.
So we're going to take that out.
Postcard.
Said
it looks more like a postcard.
It does. And so what I'm going to do is touch them. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now it's close again. So let's go ahead. 103. And notice it's taking me back to the lines, right? So it's not lining up off of the last one, honestly. It's lining up off of the lines. Okay, so that's something to think about. So if I've got 4 of these and I have 12 grids, well, then we'll just line them up, but it's 1,200 widths long. All right, so, and this is why I like to have Excel up. Shrink this way down. All right, so what I want to do, I've got 1,200, right? All right, so first things first, that one's width is 295. All right, that one, 211, or excuse me, 163. Doesn't give me a width. So it's 163 as well. And this one, 274. All right, this equals the sum of these, right?
Right.
All right, so it equals 895. Now, 1,200 minus 895. So we're going to go equals this minus this. That gives us 305. All right, now if I put this right at that edge, so that takes it 1180. And 1,200, right? So 1180, 1,200 minus 1180 equals this minus what? 1180, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oops. What did I do wrong? Ah, yes. There we go. Is 20. So that's 20 in. Okay, so easy way. Notice I have a border on that. That's what's throwing this off. But, all right, so there, now I'm the 20 in. Okay, now I'm going to do 20 in from this side. So that's 40 off automatic, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to here. So minus equals this minus 40. All right, 265. That leaves us 265 in this area. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, this one is 163 and first, we're going to subtract all this. But that's not going to work. What are we doing wrong here with the math? And this is what a lot of people do with this math and mess it up.
What are we doing wrong with it?
Uh-huh.
Seems all right so far. We just got to divide that by 3.
Do we? Okay, so, okay, that's one way.
That'll give you the space between each one.
Equals, but it won't because they're not the same width.
Do they need to be the same width? I thought we were just putting them equal space apart.
So 88.33 apart.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where's that put that though? So now we're going to put this. We'll put the edge right on it. Okay. So the edge is on it. So is it the X or the Y?
I forget which one's horizontal.
The Y. X, I mean. Because look at this. 315 versus the 922, which is 922 down.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to remember it when you're looking at this. All right, so at that rate, 315, so equals this plus 315. What did I do wrong? Let's take the T out of there. All right, so 403.33. 403.33. Whoops. Let's do it to the right one. 403.33. Okay. And now, so that one, to get that equal, again, that's given me from box to box, not graphic to graphic, right? So we'll put that one right up against it and do the same thing. So 568 equals 568 plus that. 656.33.
It'd be 0.66 now because, wouldn't it? Because the other one before was a 3.3. And
So I'm still adding the 3.3, the 88.33. You do it from the end of the picture.
Yeah, but that one is at 403.33.
Right?
You're adding the width of that picture plus another 88.33 should be 656.66.
Not really.
No?
And that's where a lot of people do that.
Okay.
The reason, okay, so from this point to this point is 83.33. Now, okay, I see what you're saying. But Now, let's take that, okay, equals this plus, well, the width is 163. 163. So it starts there equals this plus this. It's not going to be exact. Can you tell me why that's doing that?
It's rounding up.
Yeah. And that's the problem we run into because look, that was the math that you were doing. This was the math that I was doing. Are they wrong? No, it's just a matter of where we do it from.
Mm-hmm.
So neither's wrong. Your way would work too. But easiest way to do it for a lot of people, rather than do all the, yours is great because you're doing the math in between and everything, right?
Right.
Okay, now I just take this, put it right at that edge, 656.33. 656.33. And see, that puts it right there. The other way, you're doing it the same thing, but there's rounding involved because of all the numbers.
Right.
So you're not really adding, as you can see here, you're not adding the same numbers. Now, are they wrong? No, it's just a matter of where you start from. This is where statistics get messed up. Because if I round at point A versus point C or point D, that'll really throw my numbers off. So now I'll take this one, again, put it right there on the edge. Okay, so it's right at the edge now. Notice that's 820. So we will go 820 plus this. Whoops, it helps if I do the equal, huh? Plus this. There we go. 908.33. So 908.33. All right, now that's where those turn out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm going to take those. All right, now watch. Okay, so this one. Now we're going to take all this and get rid of it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So the way that you did the math. All right, so it's 1,200 wide. Okay, we've got that. Now we're going to start 20 in, right?
Right.
So now we're going to take 1,200 minus, or we'll just start with the 0. So we get 20. All right, now equals this plus this. 108,333. Notice the difference here?
The difference in what?
Okay, now I took the 20 and added the width. So 108.33. All right, so I add the 20. Now that's there. Now the width is 295. What did I do there? Oh, I see what I did.
You added the gap.
Yep. All right, so I have my 20.
Okay.
So we have the 20. Now we put the graphic in there. We put it at the 20. Then we add the width of that graphic. So that's 295. 295. In fact, we're going to put it here. Make this easier to see. So 20 plus the 295 equals this plus this. All right. What
You turn
equals
Siri on.
this plus, come on, do what I want you to do. Thank you. Stay quiet, Siri. You're messing things up. Equals this plus this. All right. So 315, that is this point, right?
Right.
Plus, now we want to put this right here. So equals this. So equals this plus this. All right, so 403.33 is where that one should be. Notice 402. So we'll put it 403.33. All right. Don't quite notice it too much. Right? The width, 163. All right, so now we're putting the 163. All right. So equals, whoops. The 163 goes here because that's what I'm adding, right? So equals this plus 163. All right, now that puts me at the end of that point. Notice that was the 3, 3, 3. We came up with the 3, 3 again, right?
Yeah.
All right, now equals this. So this equals this plus this. All right, 88 point, that's not right. This equals this plus this. There we go. All right, so now 60, now you'll notice this doesn't go out that many spaces, does it? And it rounds it always, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back and now we're going to round this. So we're going to put in a number just like that. So 88 equals this. Equals this. Okay. So this equals this plus this. Okay, so 403 equals this plus this equals this plus this. All right, now I have my 20, my 3/15 for the width. Notice that's off. But actually, that 3/15 is this point, the end point. It's not the width of that. That's the 20 plus the width of that. So 295 plus 20 is 3/15. So that's correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now 403. This should be at 403, okay? Now that one, the width, 163. 163, so 566 is right here, plus the 88 puts it at 655. 655. Now the width is 163. Yep. So the width is 163. So 163 equals this plus this, right? And then equals that, again, the 88. So equals this plus this. So 906. This one should be at 906. Okay. Now the width of that is 274. So we equal this plus this. And now 20 equals this plus this. Whoops. What did I do here? Whoops. 20. So equals this plus that. This plus that. So I add my 20 at the end, and I'm at my 1200. Now do you see why you were right, but the math won't work out that way because of the way the program's written?
Yeah.
That's something people forget is where you round, and they've made this so you round to the simplest points. All right, so next, well, that does that part, right? Now we're going to go ahead and, now that we've demonstrated that these are pretty much same spots, there's only one that's a little different, and that's that one. It should be 655. So I will go back and put 655 there. And then this one, 906, 908, 906. Based on all that math, and see how that put it right to where it should be?
Mm-hmm.
Where I was using my math, where we added it without rounding. Your math, we added it a different way without rounding. But now that we round, we come out to the exact spacing. Because that's where the program rounds. And that's something we have to remember. Always round where the program rounds. Find where it rounds, like we just did. So you may have to play with your math sometimes, depending on the programs. Because not all web programs are the same in how they round. All right, so now we have this. But I did this on the master. So I'm going to copy these and delete. Close the master. Go into here, go down, and I'm going to go paste in place. There, problem solved, right? So now let's go ahead and save this. Save site, LD, calling it the long. New week 4-2. Okay. All right, so there we have it. Now let's take a look at it. File, preview page in browser. Going down, and there we have it. Notice the bottom still here. Did you get a chance to go back and find out how we fixed that last week?
I did not.
Oh, okay. If we get to it, we'll show that. All right, now you're starting to see, though, I just made a break with my objects here. But if I'm going to put something there, I should probably put text saying what it is, correct?
Yeah.
So let's close that. Now, what we're going to do, you'll notice I can't adjust it here. Well, let's go back to here. Go down. We're going to take that now down to 1200. And you'll see why. All right, so let's open this. Go down. And look, that almost took that out. Now we're going to highlight all those, take them down. But look what happened as soon as I did that. Because there is a distance at the bottom of the page. Remember that. We'll get back to that. All right, so right here, we're going to put a box. And I'm actually going to make the box quit. This width, 295. Width, well, let's go to here and we go to 295. Text, we're going to go center. Let's go to 30. Color, and we're going to do light blue. What would this type of photo be called?
I don't know. Is that a composition?
What exactly is a composition?
It's when you take more than one photo or effect and mash them together.
No, that's actually one picture. I took that on a foggy day up here at our train station. So it's a portrait, isn't it?
I thought a portrait was like a picture of somebody.
Okay, then keep thinking. I'm being mean.
You never just tell me the answers.
No. Where's the fun in it?
I don't know. Does that qualify as the landscape?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Now, if I spell it right. All right, so we have our landscape. All right, now this is width 163. And see how it's easy once you get it to see. And we'll go from this side. Okay, so it's a tattoo. That one. $163. Okay. Illustration. Notice, okay, that one is width 274. So we'll do this one. There we go. All right, so now I've did that. So we need it to go a little bit longer, deeper. So we're going to shut this down. Now at the bottom, go down here. Okay, that 20 is what does it right in here. All right, so let's take that down to 1250. All right. There we go. Now look what's missing here. It's there, but it's not there. Why not?
Is it down below?
No, it's there. We just made it too light.
Oh.
So what we're going to do, we're going to just bring that up for this purpose. There we go. All right, so there's that. Now notice the height here is now greater than the height here. So I need to take that off to about that line. So what's that measurement right there?
Which measurement right there? Missed it.
Right here.
I don't even see your cursor.
Do you now? You may not see it through Zoom, so we're going to go ahead and fix that issue.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down here. And we're going to take that up. There. We have just a little. All right, now to get rid of that, all we have to do, let's take that up a little bit more and watch what happens when I do. Still adding it at the bottom. So once we get going, sometimes that's not avoidable with this program, as you can see. But now, this up here, again, is too tall. So we're going to still take some more of that out. All right. And we'll take a look. Still a little too much. We're almost there. Oh, let's see. We noticed 1200 was too much, right? Was not enough. Or it was too much, wasn't it? So let's let's put it right at the 1200 again. And here's what happens. Back, wrong one. So we scroll down, see what happened. But look at the distance. That's perfect, right?
Looks like it.
Now we need to put the next section in. But before we do that, this is where we do want it taller. We're going to go to 1250. All right, now we're going to go to our library, back to top button. Okay, now look how it doesn't quite fit in there. But I want it centered. So to center it, there's the center. All right, and you'll see that this is now within that. So I want to grow that, but let's take a look. Button text, top of page. And we could even add something fun like that. All that is Shift 6, by the way. Trigger right, left, offset, offset, fade, transition, scroll, hide on breakpoints, range. Now, this, we're putting breakpoints going sideways too now. But that only hides them. That doesn't let you put one in here. Notice that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we've got to go back and make that longer, taller. So we're going to take it to,
I need to take a short break.
it's fine.
I'll be right back.
So we're going to take it down to 1300 just for now. All right, close it. We're going to save it. Now we're going to take a look at what we have. Right, now that pulled that down because we didn't have it set, but now we put that right there. In fact, we could probably go up a little. There we go. Now it's the same distance. So I could take this up just a little on the master. All right, what we're going to do now is we are going to preview site and browser. We scroll down. Oh, look, it goes over here, but it does take me back to the top. Okay. So it doesn't put it the way that they have it programmed, where we think it should be. All right. So now what we're going to do, notice button alignment, right offset, top of page. It didn't give me that. That's the button text that will be there to replace that if the graphic doesn't show up. Let's see. Breakpoints. And look, I could put breakpoints right there. But this breakpoint talks about hiding it when you shrink. All right. So we're going to leave it as is. All right. Now, well, there's that section. Now we're going to add another section after that. So let's go back to the master. Scroll down. Now let's put a bright section just because we're going to be a little ornery just to demonstrate this. All right, so take it across. All right, and we're going to put in the light color now. All right, so what I want to do is we're going to take that. Stop. Come on, stop. Let's take it down to 1500. And that's quite a bit, but in fact, let's just take it to 1400. That'll work better. And we'll take this down. Well, yeah, 1400 is not going to be anything. So we'll come back down here and we will take it to 1500 or 1550. All right, there we have it. Now let's take a look. Scroll down. There's that. Look at how much I ended up here. So we're going to go back and fix that. Let's see. So we want it at 1200, basically. Well, no, I have my button here. What happened to the button? It moved down. Remember that, okay? Now, the way this button's done, it's putting it right over here, or we could put it there. Okay, so we're going to leave it here and let it put it on the middle on it on purpose. Okay. Now, so we're going to save this. And preview site in browser. All right, so now we start down. And notice this goes to the bottom, wherever it's at now. Now do you see why it stays on there? Because now I can always click to go back to the top. Click to go back to the top. So it doesn't really stay in this area. Okay, so from that area, now I go to this next area. Well, now we are going to make that one a little bit wider and take this one down just a little. So let's go back. Now you see why that moves, right? So let's take this and we are going to take it to there. Let's test it. All right, as we scroll down, yep, that's going to be perfect then. I might be able to take a little more out even and move these down just a little. All right, so we're going to go back. All right, so we're going to take a little bit out. Take it to there. Now this, we're just going to move it straight up. All right, now we save this. And we start to go down. Look, that's perfect. And the back of the page, top of the page. Now, what I can do is now we're going to put some fun stuff down here. I'm on the home page. Notice this, I can put this wherever I want now, and it will always show up in the same place when we run this. See, it always shows up at that spot. So no matter where I put it, it's out of the way and easy to do what I need. All right, so now what I can do is have a lot of fun with this. So we're going to close that, open this. Now we're going to take that to 600 wide. All right, now I'm going to copy that and paste it. Now the reason is this. Now I can just change color. All right, that's a little bright for what I want, but it's going to work for a demo. All right, now, library. See, that's kind of my portfolio up there, right? This is the portfolio, basically. That's what I did. Now, I'm only showing 4 pieces of work. Is that going to be a good portfolio? Not really, but for this purpose, it works great. I could actually take those pictures instead and put the sections in there of panels or tab panels and put each into one of those and just put different ones. So that'll still work. Now, what I want to do is we're going to close the master, open this again. All right, now I'm going to place something over here that's going to take up the whole thing. Well, first, before we do anything else, library, not the library, I'm sorry, the widgets, forms, simple contact. And put that right there. All right, now notice that takes up a lot of space. So what I'm going to do, move that down. Notice this moves the bottom. So now I'm going to have an idea where to move everything. All right. And we're going to put right here. There we go. And we are going to text center. Let's go to 18. Loki. Contact Loki Designs. All right, there we go. Now this, we need to take the form down to 1550. So we're going to go back to here. $15.50. And there we go. All right, I guess it didn't give us enough. We want to take it down to 1600. So you're starting to see how to make a adjustable form. Let's try right there at 1575, see what happens. Okay, and that's a little long, so we'll take it back up to 1550. All right, there we go. And again, we're having that same issue here. It's adding a footer that's almost 75 tall, right? Anyway, so now, next thing, we have my contact form. And now let's put something over here. So what we're going to do is take this. And we're going to center it. Whoa, shrink down. There we go. Okay, come on. Control. All right. Now that'll adjust like that, the way I need it, to show the left. Now, notice it's not going to adjust the right way. Well, this is 600, right? So that, let's take down, and this is going to be about. So now I have my about and the other one. All right, so we put that right here. That right there. Make sure to put that at 20 as well. All right. Now text line left. And we're going to fake a sentence, a paragraph. All right, and there we go. Save. Now we're going to run it. All right. Ooh, notice I'm in and in here. So I need to go back and see where I messed up with that. Command 0. All right, let's go back here. Command 0. That shows that it's right. So let's go take a look. And it goes out to the 1200 point. So why isn't it touching? Can you tell me why?
I don't know. I just got here.
Ah, okay. So we're going to go back and preview site in browser. Go down. Notice it's outside here and outside there. Well, the real reason is, well, right there's the 1200 point.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, and notice, look what's happening. We have just made this. Like I said, see, it's working now. Where the other day it wasn't. Now, all right, so let's go ahead. And now that we have this, now we're going to go back to this page. Wait, where's my middle one? I lost my middle one. Was it 720 for the middle one?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we go there. Now let's come down here. Now start to look what happens. Okay, so this, we're going to put right here temporarily. Now to make these work, this has to go down with it. Now, how do we make that a percentage instead?
I don't know.
The X, the Y don't work. Text is what we have. 120%, 30. So what if I put 25 and put a percent? It doesn't work. So we're going to automatically have to just do this. We have to do it individually. Notice if I select them individually, I can also do that rather than clicking inside of them. Now, once I do that, well, this, now we have to line everything back up. So we'll take those. And now we could go back and do all that math again, or I could just do an estimate for now. If you look, it'll give me that same estimate of lining it all up. Okay, so now that I'm shorter in the smaller one, let's go to here, come down here, this shrinks up as well. And it's just a matter of playing with it till that gets right. Oh, perfect. In fact, it might be a little too tall. So let's go back. Take just a little more off. And notice how these two basically just shrank. This is what? 252. We're going to make it 260. That way they shrink together. Really? Come on. All right, now let's go take a look. Okay, that's almost there. But you can see now this can, let's click on here. One. Right. There we go. Now I'll just move that to there. And the submit button to right there. Line that up. Line that up. Put that right in the center. All right, and then this will come back down to here. Go wider. This will come to here. To align. And we'll just align it right there. In fact, we'll take it wider. Let's take it all the way out. There we go. And as you can see, now we've just made the shorter version. So let's go ahead and save this. File, preview site and browser. Okay, we go down, there we have it. Now watch when I go in, it's going to shift right there. Okay, I need to make the adjustment there. But everything else is working. See how that works?
Yep.
All right, now the last one. Okay, why isn't it let me add breakpoint? 320. There we go. All right, so now I have my 320. This does not need to be so tall on that one, does it?
No, it does not.
So what we're going to do is go back to here, to the 320, go up. I'm going to shoot that way up. Okay. This one's going to come up. Touch it. Notice I lost all my pictures.
Yeah.
From here to there. So they've all disappeared. Everything has.
That's weird.
Well, did I really lose them?
Probably not.
Okay, think what could be wrong here.
You didn't hide them in the other breakpoints. I'm guessing.
Nope. Remember, I'm not working on the master. I'm working on the home page. Always work your stuff on the home page. See it?
Okay.
All right, so now all this get moved up. And what we're going to do, because, well, that's going to be hard to see on a phone. So what we're going to do for the phone version is this. And you do the math to make it work out right as well. Right now, we're just going to kind of eyeball it just because of time. I demonstrated how to do the math for this. Okay, so the height, 76. I want that one at 76 too. 76. Then we'll center it on that. Approximate. There we go. Then the illustration, same thing. Okay, what was the height on it? 76. Remember, the illustration, because of the graphic type it is, doesn't have that. So we have to actually physically grab it and drag it. All right. And this one will go to right there. And let's go ahead and okay. And we'll do the same with this one. Make it 76. And there we go. That turned out pretty good. Now let's center them a little more. All right. Now the contact. Okay, so we're going to bring the contact up. There we go. In fact, we're going to make it to here. Go right to the line. Go right to the line, and that makes that dead center. All right. Come down here, this. Drag up to here. All right. Let's submit. This comes up to here. And it's going to go out as well. All right. And like I said, this goes anywhere because it just moves. Now we'll take this blue up. Well, we can't adjust the blue yet. We have to go back to the master. And notice I'm making these changes on the master with the other one open. So I can do that and just have access to everything I need still. Now when I switch over, voila. It's one way to see to make sure everything's lined up. This will come up. Now, look what's way down here. Nothing. I lost all that text. So to keep that, what we have to do is what? Why did I lose the text again?
I don't know.
Remember, I'm working on the master for that.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll do the same thing with this one. Make it to 2. So it's exact centered. And this one will go to there. Now, this one is way down here. So because it's so large, what we have to do on that one is actually edit that one. Let's take a guess. All right. And there we have it. Now we're going to do the footer. All right. So now we go back. And the footer, well, we're going to make another rectangle. And it's going to be that color again, same as the top. Well, that was black. Okay, so there we go. So it's black again, just like the top. Go to here. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now see there's a big space there.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Let's see if I move that up a little. Okay, that happens. But I did not move that bottom up at all. Okay, what we need to do is come look here. That's 1350, right? File, site properties, height, minimum height. Okay, that didn't do it. So let's go back to site properties, minimum height. And it's still not changing anything. Because, let's go back to here, that's throwing it way down there. So what we're going to do, move that over just a little. Well, we're going to take these two temporarily, move them. And this, well, notice I'm not allowed to change that. Okay, so we're going to delete it there. You see how that's moving it up?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this right there. Take that back out. Okay, that puts that up there now, so we can move it down. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's almost there. Take that up to there. This, we'll do that too. Okay, so that's really close to the bottom of that page, but that's still up there. So let's go back. Put that there. Okay, it's almost there. And this is where you play with the page height, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that puts that out of that. Now we're going to take this and move it back up. Okay, we're going to stop right there for a second. See where that just threw all that off?
Yeah.
We had it, but then we threw it off because of this. So what we're going to do, if I take that and put it there as well. That's how we fix that.
Cool.
So if I take this just a little up, there, that one up to there. Let's take a look. Now I have that space back. Let's go take a look at site properties, height, 1300. Notice that's 1375 approximately. 80. Okay, so take a look. Now we're going to save it. Bring that one back up. Go down. Okay, now it's too long again. Notice that happened when we did what? What did we do to change that?
I
Took this to 1380. All right, so now we do this. Save. And see, we'll go down to the bottom. And we have it again. What happened, let's go back to here, is this space right there is what we're now seeing. So I want to put that right there. File. Site properties. Now watch this. Bottom, 0.
it's still doing it.
Still a little off, but now we can now adjust this a little easier. And we'll just do this till it's perfect. Getting there. See how I'm inching that up slowly?
Mm-hmm.
This is how I fix that. Now notice this goes up to above now. And this is down below. So that, what happened was, let's go back over here, is above this one point. Now I move that. Okay. Notice I moved this. All right, well, let's take a look. Okay, that was too much. That brought it above. So that puts it right there at it. Okay, we can go down a little more. Not too much. Now this one. Take that to there. And that plays with that again and puts it up there. So now what I do is we're going to just go to here. Take that down just a little more. And then take that back down. And there we have it. Now I need to get rid of that. But again, it adds that white space again. And this is where there is an issue with this program again. See how that did that? So we're going to go this way. There we go. And we're just going to roll that down to there. Now watch what happens when I do that. See how I just got rid of that?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go to File. Let's go back to here. Oh, look what happened. It moved it up to there.
This program doesn't like us tonight.
Nope. This is a little flaw in that program. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how to work around that. Let's go to here. What we're going to do this. Take a look. It should give me a white space. Good. Okay, so that ends it right there. So that puts that right back to there. Let's go to here. And see, it leaves it up here. So now we're going to go back to the master, go to the next one. Oh, look, now I need to move it again on this one. So we'll do the same thing. We'll put it right here. All right, now let's go back up here, File, Site Properties, Margins, 0 on the bottom. Center, align left. Okay, we want that. 0, 0, 0 for padding. Gutter. I already made a 20 gutter. Let's take a look. Right, now let's go back to the smaller one. Take that off. You see how that adds that?
Mm-hmm.
So what I have to do okay, so I'll do that. That moves that all the way back up there. Let's take it back down. We're going to leave that right there. Go out to here. Well, that's still a little too high. Let's take a look at the home out there. And see, so this is where you just play with it till you get that part right. And as you saw, it's just not being cooperative. Now, if I leave that right there, it's too high. And let's try to add, let's add that 20. Oh, see, it put the 20 back automatically. Minimum width, minimum height. Let's put that at 1400. All right, now we've got this working. There we go. This we're going to just leave as is and watch. Now we'll go back to here. Same thing here. So let's make sure we have that lined up. Almost. Almost. Okay. So see how we have to actually just sit here and play with this till it's right?
Mm-hmm.
Or as close as you can.
Yeah.
It's something I'm not going to be really picky on because it's that one's not wanting to work right.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's go to the next one. Make sure it's right. That one's really close. All right, and there we go. So that one's now there. All right, so we've got each page. Now we save this. File. Save. All right, now like I said the other night, what I'm looking for. Let's go back down here. All items. For the assignment, as we go down, make sure you put all your SEO information in it. Okay? So I'll come back, right click. This one, there really isn't any info, is there? Why not? As we mentioned last night, it's already there because of the name. Okay.
Okay.
And since this is page 1, home is perfect. All right, so we have this already done. Because, well, now we'll go up here, file. Let's go to page, properties, metadata. Okay, description, Loki designs, home page, keywords, Loki designs, photography, Loki. Now, Loki might be pushing it. I use Loki because that's my name, and that'll bring it in. But Google may say, no, we don't like that, and throw it out. Photography, Loki, designs, graphic arts. And you need your 5 top words. And graphic. Now remember, this header is already there. So we don't need to program it here. And we'll save it. Take a look at it, preview site and browser. Okay, so we come down here. Okay, top of page. Come in. Nice, that came out pretty good. Top of page. And smaller. Notice that didn't turn out the way we saved it, did it? So we'd have to go back and rechange that. But as you're seeing, though, this is starting to flow the way we need it. So at least that's now working. All right, so now I went in, put all that information in for this assignment. Revise your portfolio slider. Include at least a sentence description for each piece of artwork you're showcasing. Okay, that goes on the photos. Include at least 2 advanced Muse features. I did that with the button to go back to the top and the contact form. Third-party plugin. Okay. Now we added the breakpoint at 768. Add SEO, which we did. Upload the website. Now, rather than upload the website, this is what I'm looking for. Really, Muse? There we go. All right. We don't need that anymore. Bring up this. Desktop. Actually, I do need Muse again. All right, so MOD7, 4.2. Okay, so what I need for this week, we've got this. I also want one other form, new folder, HTML. All right, so now let's open that back up. See, it's having that same issue. Don't worry about that. Now we have it. Now what I need to do is file, export as HTML. Okay, that's going to say the same thing. Now here it's going to be, and actually my site, loki-designs.com. The web folder it's going to is the HTML. Choose. Okay. There's only one page. Now, Notice the address because it says Stevens Henniger and I changed that. Doesn't match what's on the server. That's normal. Okay. Now we come back and look. I have my HTML. I have my Muse. I'm going to close that. But really quick, notice, and I see this a lot. Notice, see this in the background? That's what's open right here. So close it. Save it. We're going to close that. See how that's now gone. Save yourself some space. Close out the file so you don't send the open file info in the background. All right, then what I want you to do is, since this is one folder, we're going to rename it week 4 underscore. How did we name these others? There we go. We're going to copy the name from week 2. Copy the name. All right, we're going to name that folder that. Okay, so right name, rename, Command V. So Design 305, Assessment 4. And this is actually the assignment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So ASSIGMENT, Assignment 4, Brooks. You're going to zip that. And that zipped file is what you're submitting for week 4. The reason a lot of people do not have their own website. So rather than make you get one, since the Adobe one's no longer working, or it's hit and miss actually, I'm just having you zip it and submit it to me. Are there any questions?
No.
All right. Well, that ends this week. And thank you for coming to class. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you down the road in some other classes. Have a good night. Thank you.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are you the instructor for the advanced color theory class next month?
About what?
Advanced color theory.
No.
That's next month.
Nope.
All right. Just curious.
Yeah, no, not at all. That one would be easier because the programs are working.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for coming to class. Have a nice evening.
You too.